You are not alone in this moment. A gentle presence surrounds you now, soft and steady like the pulse of the deep. You are held here in perfect stillness. Beneath the surface of thought, beneath the chatter of the everyday mind, there is a deeper layer waiting for you. A space where time moves differently. This is not a place you travel to, but a part of yourself you remember. It lives within your breath, within the quiet between heartbeats. Here in the sunken observatory, light filters down through endless blue, each ray softened by leagues of water above. The ocean holds you like a mother's arms. You float effortlessly now, your body weightless in the calm, supported by something greater than gravity, something older than memory itself. Above you, the dome glows with refracted light. Prisms cast slow spirals of color across the soft sediment of the seabed. These patterns move in rhythm, not fast like thoughts, but steady like breathing, like the tide turning. You do not need to follow them. Just let them pass over you, as they have done for countless ages. The walls around you hum faintly, not a sound you hear with ears, but a vibration you feel in your bones, in your chest, in the core of your being. This is the resonance of healing. At exactly 432 hertz, a tone that aligns with your natural state, with the earth itself. Let it wrap around you like silk in warm water, like a hand placed gently on your shoulder, like coming home after a long journey. The cushions of woven cloud drift near, soft and luminous. They do not judge if you sit or if you remain floating. There is no pressure here, only invitation to soften, to release, to trust. You can feel your shoulders drop now. Your jaw unclenches without effort. The breath in your lungs becomes slower, deeper, more complete. This is how it begins. Not with force, but with allowance, with the quiet courage to let go. The water carries messages, not in words, but in sensation, in warmth spreading from your chest, tingles along your fingertips. You are being reminded of what you already know. That peace is not somewhere else, but something you carry. The light above shifts again. Now gold, now blue, now green. Each hue carrying its own message. Gold says, "You are worthy." Blue says, "You are safe." Green says, "You belong." You do not need to respond. Just receive. Just let these truths settle into your cells, into the marrow of your bones. The floor beneath you is soft sand, shifting gently with each current. It does not hold you down, but cradles you. You are free to move, but also free to remain still. Both choices are honored here. Both lead to the same destination. The frequency continues to play. Not loud, but undeniable. A tone that calls back your essence from wherever it has wandered. You may notice thoughts arising, images from the day, worries about tomorrow. Let them rise like bubbles and dissolve in the vastness above. You do not need to push them away, nor hold them close. Just watch them shimmer, then fade. This is your sanctuary, built not of stone or steel, but of intention, of love, of the space between one breath and the next. The light above pulses now, gentle and rhythmic, matching the beat of your heart, matching the hum of the dome. You are part of this rhythm, not separate from it, but woven into its fabric, essential and irreplaceable. Let your awareness expand now, beyond the dome, beyond the ocean, into the infinite blue above. There is no edge to this space, no boundary between you and the whole. Only connection, only belonging. The cushions of cloud drift closer, not demanding attention, but offering comfort whenever you are ready. You may rest here for a moment or for hours. Time does not press. It flows like water. The dome sings now, not with voice, but with vibration. a song older than language, older than form. It speaks of balance, of integration, of the harmony that exists when all parts are seen. You are not broken. You are not incomplete. You are a symphony, played in perfect timing. The light above swirls faster now, not rushing, but dancing, a celebration of your presence, of your willingness to arrive. You have traveled far to get here, not in miles, but in layers of experience, through forests of memory, across rivers of emotion. And now you rest, deep in the heart of calm, where everything is as it should be, where you are exactly where you need to be. The sand shifts beneath you, not from disturbance, but from the subtle motion of life. Small creatures moving in their own time. They do not fear you. They welcome you as one of their own, as part of the same current. You breathe now like the ocean, slow and deep, full and empty at once, holding and releasing without resistance. The dome hums again, its tone wrapping around you, like a blanket made of sound, like a lullaby sung by the deep. You are safe here, not because nothing can reach you, but because everything that reaches you is filtered through love. The light above dims slightly, not fading, but settling, like eyes closing at the end of a good day. You may close your eyes too, if that feels right, or leave them open to drink in the beauty around you. Either way, you see clearly now, not with the eyes of the body, but with the vision of the soul. The cushions of cloud shimmer softly, offering their support, their warmth, their unconditional acceptance. You do not have to earn this. You do not have to prove anything. You are loved simply for being, for showing up, for choosing peace. The water moves around you, carrying away tension, carrying away doubt, carrying away the need to fix anything. You are whole already, complete already, healing already, because you chose to come here. The dome pulses once more, a final note of assurance, a reminder that this place lives within you. Whenever you return, whether in sleep or in stillness, or in the pause between two thoughts, you will find it waiting, ready to hold you, ready to remind you, ready to sing you home whenever you are ready to listen. You step softly through the threshold where light bends and time thickens like honey. Your breath slows as you cross into the hush that lives beneath the surface of things. The air here moves differently, warm and slow, brushing against your skin with a touch both gentle and knowing. You feel it first at your fingertips, a subtle vibration that says welcome without sound. Your eyes adjust not to brightness, but to depth. The space around you isn't empty, it's full of quiet motion, full of color that pulses rather than shines. Above you stretches the dome, a living kaleidoscope made of countless prisms. Each one catches a beam of filtered sunlight and bends it into something softer, something golden and warm that spills slowly across the curved glass floor below. The light doesn't rush. It flows like oil poured over silk. And as each ray touches the ground, you can almost hear the soft chime of resonance. You stand suspended between two currents, one rising from below, a warmth that begins at the soles of your feet and climbs steadily up through your legs, meeting another current descending from above, cool and smooth like mist brushing down your shoulders. Where they meet, in the center of your chest, you feel a still point, a place untouched by movement, untouched by need, just presence. You begin to float, not because gravity has failed, but because effort has become unnecessary. Your body finds its own balance within the rhythm of this place, weightless yet grounded. Around you drift cushions of woven cloud, soft enough to cradle you completely, yet firm enough to hold your shape without resistance. They pulse gently with their own breath, matching the slow rise and fall of the ocean beyond the walls, as if the whole structure listens and responds to some ancient tide. You don't choose to move, but neither do you resist when the current carries you forward. Your arms swing lightly at your sides. Your spine curves naturally. There is no tension left to release. The floor beneath you hums, not a noise exactly, more like a feeling transmitted directly into bone. A low frequency tone that resonates in your teeth, in your sinuses, deep in the hollow behind your knees. You realize you're smiling, not because anything funny happened, but because joy exists here without reason, like warmth radiating from stone heated by long sun. Then you see them, standing near the heart of the chamber, where the light pools thickest, where the hum grows deepest. Their eyes hold more than sight. They shimmer with calm understanding, like still water reflecting stars. You know without being told that these are the eyes of someone who has learned how to wait, how to let everything arrive in its own time. Their posture is relaxed but alert, hands loose at their sides, shoulders open, breathing steady. They seem to take up no more space than necessary, yet fill the room with presence. They turn toward you, not quickly, but with such intention that you feel seen before their gaze reaches yours. Their smile is small and certain, like dawn breaking over distant hills. Without speaking, they extend one hand, palm up, offering something cupped gently between their fingers. You approach slowly, drawn less by curiosity than by trust. Your footsteps make no sound on the humming floor, but you feel each contact clearly. The give of the surface, the warmth returning upward through your heel. When you reach them, they open their palm wider, revealing what rests there, small and unassuming, smooth as river stone, warm despite having no source of heat. You hesitate just long enough to notice the texture, not rough like sandpaper, nor slick like polished glass, but somewhere in between, like worn wood kissed by years of careful handling. As your fingers close around it, you feel a shift, not sudden, but gradual, like the moment when dusk finally surrenders to night. Everything settles deeper. They nod once, a gesture so small it could be missed, but it carries meaning, like a key turning silently in a lock. This was never lost. They say, voice blending seamlessly with the ambient hum, as if spoken by the walls themselves. You blink slowly, letting the words sink in, realizing that whatever you were seeking, whatever you thought had slipped away, has been waiting all along, right here, inside you. They don't explain further, because nothing needs explaining. Truth reveals itself when readiness meets stillness. And you are ready now. They step closer, close enough that you feel their warmth mingling with yours, close enough that you catch the faint scent of lavender, mixed with something oceanic, salt and seaweed and peace. Without warning, they wrap their arms around you, not tightly, but fully, as if holding not just your body, but also your thoughts, your breath, your very essence. You exhale deeply, feeling layers of yourself soften, boundaries blur, the sense of separation dissolve, until there is no you and them, only connection. In that embrace, you remember what it means to belong, to be held not by force, but by love that asks nothing, expects nothing, simply accepts. You stay like that, floating in the warmth of recognition, while outside, the prismatic light continues its slow dance, casting patterns that shift and settle, like memories rearranging themselves in sleep. When they finally release you, you remain standing, though your feet no longer press firmly against the floor. Gravity holds you loosely, as if unsure whether to pull or let go. They look at you again with those starlit eyes, and you understand that parting is not departure, but continuation, that what you've received will travel with you, even as you return to the world above. You nod, a silent thank you, a promise to carry this stillness forward, to share it when needed, to honor the gift of presence. They fade slightly, not disappearing, but becoming part of the background hum, part of the rhythm that pulses through the walls, through the water beyond, through you. You turn slowly, beginning to retrace your path, but the way back feels different, lighter somehow, as if you've left something behind, or perhaps found something new. cushions drift lazily past, still pulsing with their quiet breath, inviting rest. But you continue moving, drawn by the pull of the exit, knowing that leaving does not mean forgetting. The threshold approaches, the boundary between deep and shallow, between silence and sound. You pause briefly, one foot still inside, one foot stepping out. You glance back once, catching sight of the prisms spinning slowly overhead, of the golden rays settling like dust on the floor, of the cushions still floating in peaceful orbit. And you smile, knowing you'll return whenever stillness calls. You step fully into the outer corridor. The air changes subtly, becoming thinner, faster, but the warmth remains, trailing behind you like a scarf. The journey upward begins, each step lighter than the last, as if gravity itself remembers the lesson of surrender and adjusts accordingly. You climb not with effort, but with ease, the spiral staircase unwinding beneath your feet, its metal treads humming faintly, echoing the tone from below. Above you, light filters through cracks in the ceiling, growing brighter with every step, but not harsh, just welcoming, like dawn greeting a traveler. You emerge onto the surface platform. Wind kisses your face, cooler than the air below, but familiar, comforting in its ordinariness. The sea spreads endlessly before you, waves rolling in steady rhythm, sunlight dancing on crests, foam spreading like lace across the shore, and you breathe deeply, filling your lungs with salt and sky. You close your eyes, feel the warmth from below still lingering in your bones. Hear the echo of the hum beneath the wind. Carry it with you into whatever comes next. You are changed, not dramatically, but fundamentally. The stillness you sought was always there, waiting patiently for you to stop searching. The sound of your breath moves through the space around you like a soft ripple across still water. Each exhale carries away another layer of the world you carry on your shoulders. Feel how the air moves differently now. It's slower here, thicker with possibility. You don't need to do anything, but notice how completely you are held by this moment. Your feet rest on ground that remembers every step you've ever taken. The earth holds your story without judgment, without needing it to change, without asking you to be different than you are right now. There's a quality to this acceptance that feels like coming home to a room you'd forgotten you loved. The weight in your chest begins to soften like morning light touching frost. It doesn't disappear suddenly. It simply remembers what relief feels like. Your shoulders release their grip on yesterday's tensions. Muscle by muscle, breath by breath. There's no rush in this unfolding, no timeline that needs to be met. Just the gentle rhythm of your body, remembering how to rest. The air around you seems to shimmer with frequencies too subtle for ordinary hearing. Vibrations that speak directly to your cells, telling them they are safe, telling them they belong, telling them they are exactly enough. These healing tones move through you like warm honey, filling spaces you didn't know were empty, soothing edges you didn't know were sharp. The frequency of 432 hertz hums quietly in the background of your awareness, not demanding attention, simply being available whenever you're ready to notice. Your heartbeat slows to match this deeper rhythm. The rushing in your ears becomes a gentle ocean wave, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back from all the noise you've been carrying, leaving behind the static of should and must, arriving at the quiet center where everything is already okay. Your hands rest somewhere, perhaps in your lap, perhaps against your heart, perhaps open and receiving. Whatever position they found feels perfectly right for this moment, perfectly supported by the invisible hands of care that surround you. You don't need to hold on to anything anymore, not even the need to let go. Everything flows naturally when resistance softens. The temperature of the air shifts slightly, warming the parts of you that have been waiting for comfort, cooling the places that have been carrying heat. This balance happens without effort, like breathing itself, like the tide knowing when to turn. Your body recognizes this natural wisdom. It's been waiting patiently for you to remember, to trust, to stop trying so hard. The light in this space has a particular quality, soft and golden, like late afternoon sun filtered through leaves. But it comes from everywhere at once, wrapping around you like a warm blanket made of understanding, illuminating the parts of yourself you've been afraid to see, showing them love instead of judgment, showing them that they are welcome here. Your breath deepens naturally, not because anyone asked it to, but because there's finally enough space for it to expand. The air fills places that have been holding their breath for years, old wounds that needed acknowledgement, parts of you that needed permission to relax. The exhale carries away another piece of the armor you've been wearing, piece by piece, layer by layer, until nothing remains but the essential softness of who you are. The sounds around you become more distinct, not louder, but clearer, more present. The subtle hum of life itself becomes audible, the quiet celebration happening in every cell, the gentle music of existence playing just for you. And you don't need to do anything but listen. Your thoughts begin to slow down like a river entering a wide, calm lake. They don't stop completely. They simply find their natural resting pace, floating by without demanding your attention, like clouds moving across a peaceful sky. Beautiful to observe, but not necessary to chase. The weight of expectation begins to lift, not because you pushed it away, but because you finally understood it was never yours to carry. Someone else's voice has been living in your chest, telling you that you weren't enough, telling you that you needed to prove your worth. But that voice is fading now, dissolving like morning mist in the sun, leaving behind only the truth of your own inherent value. Your spine lengthens gently, not because you're trying to sit up straighter, but because your body is remembering its natural dignity. The way a flower opens to receive light, the way a tree grows toward the sky. Effortless expressions of innate wisdom. Your body knows how to heal itself, how to find balance, how to return to wholeness. The energy that was stuck in your neck begins to flow again, moving down through your shoulders, into your arms, through your fingers, like a river finding its way to the sea, carrying away the sediment of old worries, depositing it somewhere it can rest, somewhere it no longer needs to burden you. The frequency of 40 hertz begins to resonate more clearly. A steady pulse, like the heartbeat of the universe itself, reminding your nervous system what safety feels like, what home feels like, what belonging feels like. This vibration speaks a language older than words, older than thoughts, older than the stories you tell yourself about who you should be. Your eyes may be closed or open. It doesn't matter, because seeing is happening on levels beyond the physical. You're witnessing the landscape of your inner world, mapping the territories of peace you'd forgotten existed, rediscovering the geography of your own well-being. Every cell is participating in this remembering. The tension in your jaw releases like a door opening, allowing your mouth to find its natural resting position. Your tongue soft against the roof of your mouth, not pressing, not retracting, simply being present. Like everything else in this moment, everything finds its perfect place without having to fight for it, without having to earn it. The rhythm of your breathing creates waves of relaxation that move through your entire being. Inhalation, bringing fresh possibilities. Exhalation, releasing what no longer serves. This simple exchange becomes a meditation, a prayer, a return to grace. Your body temperature regulates naturally, finding the perfect warmth for healing. Not too hot, not too cool, just the right temperature for transformation. The boundaries between self and environment begin to soften, not disappearing completely, but becoming more permeable, allowing love to flow in both directions, from within to without, from without to within. Like breathing, like the tides, like the seasons, natural cycles of giving and receiving, expansion and contraction, always returning to center. The heaviness in your chest begins to lift like fog burning off a mountain, revealing the clear blue sky of your essential nature. Vast, open, limitless. This spaciousness was always there, hidden beneath layers of accumulated experience, waiting patiently for this moment of recognition, waiting for you to remember your true size. Your hips settle more deeply into whatever surface supports you. Bone meeting cushion, flesh meeting fabric, body meeting chair. All boundaries are negotiated with kindness. All contact points are opportunities for connection, for gratitude, for the simple acknowledgement of being held. The sounds of your own body become audible. The whisper of blood through your veins, the gentle crackling of energy moving through your nervous system, the soft settling of tissues releasing chronic tension. These internal sounds create a symphony of healing, played by the orchestra of your own physiology, conducted by the wisdom that lives in your cells. Your knees release their grip on the future. Your ankles let go of the past. Your feet remember how to simply be present on the ground. No need to run anywhere. No need to stand guard. Just the simple act of touching earth, of being grounded, of belonging to this moment, of being exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be here. The light continues to soften, becoming less about illumination, more about presence, less about seeing, more about being seen. You feel witnessed by something vast and loving, something that has always known you, something that will always welcome you home, something that never asked you to be anything other than yourself. Your breath becomes a bridge between worlds, connecting the conscious and unconscious, the physical and spiritual, the personal and universal. With each cycle, you travel deeper into the mystery of your own being and discover that the mystery is not separate from you. It is the very essence of who you are. The frequency of healing continues to pulse through the space around you. Not pushing, not forcing, simply offering, like a mother's lullaby, like the sound of rain on a tin roof, like the gentle rocking of a cradle. These ancient rhythms activate cellular memory, reminding your DNA what wholeness feels like, reconnecting you with the template of perfect health. Your shoulders drop another inch. Your chin releases its upward tilt. Your gaze softens whether your eyes are open or closed. There's no need to search for anything anymore. No need to solve any problems. No need to figure anything out. Everything you require is available in this moment. Everything you need is already within you. You simply needed to stop long enough to notice, to remember, to come home. The temperature of the air continues to adjust itself to your perfect comfort, cooling the parts that need cooling, warming the parts that need warming, balancing the parts that need balancing. This intelligent environment responds to your deepest needs, not the ones created by worry, but the ones born from your essential nature. Your body recognizes this care. Your nervous system relaxes into it. Your heart opens to receive it, like a flower turning toward the sun. The sounds around you become part of a larger harmony. Your breathing, your heartbeat, the distant hum of life continuing elsewhere. All these elements blend into a symphony of presence, a musical expression of being fully alive, fully here, fully yourself, without apology, without condition, without the need to prove anything to anyone. Your pelvis settles into perfect alignment, not because you adjusted it, but because gravity and grace are working together, supporting your structure, allowing your spine to find its natural curve, letting your head rest easily on top of your neck, like a crown that belongs there. The tension that lived between your shoulder blades begins to melt, like ice cream on a summer day. Slowly, gently, completely. This area has been holding so much, carrying the weight of responsibilities, the burden of caring for others. But now it can finally rest, finally trust that support is available, finally believe in its own worthiness of ease, finally understand that taking care of itself is not selfish. The light continues to wrap around you like a cocoon of understanding, penetrating deeper than your physical form, touching the energetic layers that hold your memories, soothing the places where old hurts live, not erasing them, but transforming them, turning pain into wisdom, turning fear into courage, turning isolation into connection. Like alchemy happening in slow motion, like the gradual turning of base metal into gold. Your arms find their natural resting position, whether at your sides, across your chest in self-embrace, or reaching forward into space. Every position is perfect. Every gesture is exactly what your body needs right now. There's no correct way to be, only the authentic expression of your current state of being. The frequency of 432 hertz continues to resonate through your entire field, aligning your energy with the natural harmonics of the universe, tuning your vibration to match the song of creation itself. In this alignment, you remember that you are not separate from anything, that you are part of one vast, interconnected web of being, that your wellness affects the whole, and the whole supports your wellness, that you are never alone, never unsupported, never outside the circle of care. Your feet feel the ground with new appreciation, not just as a surface to stand on, but as a living connection to the earth, to the millions of years of geological history, to the countless generations of beings who have stood on this same ground, feeling supported, feeling connected, feeling part of something larger than themselves. This ancestral wisdom flows up through your feet, reminding you of your belonging, of your place in the great chain of being, of your right to exist exactly as you are. The sounds of your own body become a lullaby. The rhythm of your breath, the steady beat of your heart, the gentle movement of fluids through your vessels. These internal songs create a sanctuary of sound, a protected space where healing can happen, where transformation can unfold naturally, where you can finally trust the process of becoming. Your neck releases its chronic tension, allowing your head to float freely, balanced perfectly on top of your spine, like a balloon tied to a string. Buoyant, light, free to move in any direction, but perfectly content to remain still, to simply be, to simply exist in this moment of perfect peace. The light continues to bathe you in its golden warmth, penetrating deeper with each passing moment, healing not just your physical form, but your emotional body, your mental patterns, your spiritual essence. This light sees everything about you, knows every secret, understands every wound, and loves you completely anyway, unconditionally, unreservedly, without exception. This is the love that heals, the love that transforms, the love that makes everything possible. Your body continues to release layers of stored tension, like peeling away the pages of an old book, each layer revealing something newer, something fresher, something closer to your original nature, the person you were meant to be before the world taught you to protect yourself, before the lessons of survival became habits, before you forgot how to trust. The frequency of healing pulses through your energy field, clearing pathways that had been blocked, opening channels that had been closed, restoring the natural flow of life force. This energy moves like water, finding its way downhill. Inevitable, graceful, powerful, cleansing, renewing, bringing everything back into alignment, back into harmony, back into the natural order of well-being. Your mind begins to quiet like a lake at dawn, the ripples of worry smoothing out, the waves of anxiety settling, the turbulence of overthinking calming. In this stillness, you hear the whispers of your own wisdom, the guidance that has been trying to reach you, the answers that have been waiting for silence. Your chest opens like a flower, greeting the morning sun. Not forced, not rushed, but natural, organic, inevitable. This opening allows space for new possibilities, for fresh perspectives, for the expansion of your own capacity to love, to receive love, to be love. This is not a destination, but a doorway, a threshold, a beginning. The light continues to penetrate deeper, reaching into the hidden corners of your being, the places you haven't visited in years, the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. But there's no need for avoidance anymore. No need for protection. No need for armor. Because you are finally safe. Completely safe. Totally protected. Wholly embraced by the love that never left you. The love that waited patiently. The love that knew you would return. Your body settles more deeply into whatever supports it. Bone meeting cushion, flesh meeting fabric, energy meeting energy. All boundaries are negotiated with gentleness. All contact points are opportunities for gratitude, for the recognition of being held, being cared for, being exactly where you need to be. The sounds around you become part of the greater symphony. Your breathing, your heartbeat, the distant murmur of life continuing. All these elements weaving together, creating a tapestry of presence, a fabric of awareness, a garment of pure being. In this harmony, you remember who you truly are, not the roles you play, not the stories you tell, but the essence that animates everything else. The frequency of 40 hertz continues to pulse through your entire being, resetting your nervous system, realigning your energy centers, reconnecting you with your source. This vibration speaks directly to your DNA, reminding it of its original instructions, of the blueprint of perfect health, of the template of radiant well-being. Your shoulders release their final grip on the past, allowing your arms to hang naturally at your sides, free from the need to protect, free from the need to achieve, free from the need to prove anything to anyone. Simply free, simply present, simply yourself. In this freedom, you discover the spaciousness of your own nature, the vastness that contains everything, the emptiness that is full of possibility. The light continues to wrap around you like a blanket of understanding, warming the parts that have been cold, cooling the parts that have been overheated, balancing the parts that have been out of alignment, not the ones created by fear, but the ones born from love. Your body recognizes this difference. Your nervous system responds accordingly. Your heart opens to receive what is real, what is true, what is lasting. Your feet feel the ground with complete trust, knowing that it will hold you, knowing that it has always held you, even when you felt unsupported, even when you felt alone, even when you felt lost. The earth remembers every step you've taken, every journey you've made, every path you've explored, and it welcomes you back again and again, without condition, without judgment, without reservation. The sounds of your own body become a meditation. The rhythm of your breath, the steady beat of your heart, the gentle movement of energy through your system. These internal rhythms create a sanctuary of sound, a protected space where transformation can unfold, where healing can happen naturally, where you can finally trust the wisdom of your own being. Your neck releases its final tension, balanced perfectly on your spine, like a cloud drifting through endless sky. Weightless, free, present, alive. In this moment of perfect alignment, you remember that you are exactly enough, that you have always been enough, that you never needed to prove your worth. The light continues to bathe you in its healing embrace, penetrating deeper with each breath, clearing away the residue of old beliefs, replacing them with truth, with love, with the recognition of your own divinity. Knows every secret, understands every wound, and loves you completely, without exception, without condition, without end. Your body continues to release its final holdings, like a flower opening to receive morning light. Slowly, gently, completely. This unfolding happens naturally, without effort, without strain, without the need to make anything happen. You simply allow. You simply receive. You simply trust. And everything unfolds as it should. The frequency of healing continues to pulse through your entire field, clearing pathways, opening channels, restoring flow. This energy moves like water, finding its way home. Inevitable, graceful, complete. In this flow, you remember your own natural rhythm, your own authentic way of being, your own unique expression of life. Your mind settles into perfect stillness, like a lake reflecting the stars, clear. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel how the thoughts that were here just moments ago are already becoming distant, like ripples on the surface of still water. They move outward and fade. There is no need to hold onto anything right now. No need to remember or anticipate or plan. Just this quiet space where everything that needs to be said has already been whispered. The images images that were dancing in your mind begin to drift away, like clouds dissolving at sunset. First, the sharp outlines blur, then the colors melt into deeper shades. Soon there is nothing left but the feeling of letting go. You don't need to see anything now. You don't need to do anything now. Your body knows exactly what it means to rest. This is not emptiness, but fullness, a completeness that lives in the spaces between thoughts. Warm and steady like the earth, holding you in perfect balance. Feel how your breathing slows naturally, without any effort. Each exhale carrying away another small piece of tension. Each inhale bringing something soft and nourishing back. The resonance that has been moving through these words continues now in the quiet. It doesn't need your attention to keep working. Like a river that flows whether you watch it or not. Your body recognizes this frequency. Your nervous system settles into its natural rhythm. Trust this process completely. There is wisdom in your cells that remembers how to heal. Wisdom in your heart that knows how to mend. Wisdom in your breath that brings exactly what is needed. You are not separate from this healing. You are the healing itself taking place. Allow yourself to be carried by this knowing. The boundaries of where you end and the peace begins become beautifully unclear. There is no rush to define or contain this experience. Let it be as vast and gentle as it wants to be. Your mind may try to return to familiar concerns, but notice how easily they slip away, like leaves on a slow stream. There is nowhere else to go from here. This place you found is always available, not hidden behind locked doors or special conditions, as close as your next breath, as near as the pause between heartbeats, a sanctuary that travels with you, wrapped around you like a soft blanket. Whenever the world feels too bright or too busy, whenever your thoughts begin to scatter like autumn leaves, this quiet center remains unchanged, steady and welcoming, no matter what season your life moves through. You can return here anytime, not by doing anything special, simply by remembering that this peace is yours. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest, weaving through your nervous system like golden thread, repairing what needs repair, restoring what needs restoring, all without any effort required from you. Your body knows what to do with this. Your spirit recognizes its own language. Trust this intelligence that flows through you, deeper than words, deeper than thoughts, ancient and completely new at the same time, like coming home to a place you've never been. Notice how comfortable it feels to simply be. No performance, no achievement, no proving. Just the simple fact of your presence. Warm and whole, exactly as you are. Exactly as you have always been. Beneath all the stories and roles. This peace is always here. Whenever you need it. Whenever you want to return to this feeling, it will be waiting, patient and unwavering, like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked, like the morning light that finds you no matter where you sleep. There is nothing you need to carry forward from this moment. Nothing you need to remember or accomplish. Just the deep satisfaction of having touched something real. The integration happens naturally, like rain soaking into thirsty soil. Like seeds that know exactly when to bloom. Your system takes what serves you, releases what no longer fits, all in perfect timing. Feel how your connection to your body deepens. The weight of you supported by the chair or bed. The rise and fall of your chest, the gentle pulse in your wrists. You are so completely present, so thoroughly yourself. There is no version of you that is more worthy, no state of being that makes you more loved. Right here in this quiet, in this breath, in this moment of complete acceptance, you are enough. The resonance moves through your bones now, through the marrow of your being, clearing pathways you didn't even know were blocked, opening spaces that were holding old patterns. Everything flows more freely now. Thoughts, emotions, energy. Like a river finding its true course after a long detour. The detours served their purpose. Every winding path taught you something. Every obstacle showed you strength you didn't know you had. Now you can release the effort of learning and and simply receive the gifts of understanding. Your heart rate slows to match the earth's quiet heartbeat. Your mind settles into the rhythm of stars, vast and ancient and completely trustworthy. There is no emergency here. No deadline, no rushing, no scarcity. Only the abundance of now. Feel how spacious your awareness has become. Room for everything and nothing at all. Room for joy and sorrow, for movement and stillness, for all the colors of human experience, without any of them defining who you are. You are the canvas and the painting, the silence between notes and the music itself, both the question and the answer, complete in every moment, whole in every part, held in the arms of infinite kindness. The resonance wraps around you like warm honey, slow and golden and sweet, filling every corner of your being, sealing in the peace that was always there, protecting the tender parts that are healing, celebrating the strength that runs through you like light. There is no separation anymore between the one who listens and the one who is listened to, between the seeker and the sought, between the question and the answer. All boundaries dissolve in this gentle embrace, leaving only the truth of connection. You are never alone in this vastness, never truly separate from anything. The same energy that moves through trees, through oceans, through the hearts of everyone you love, moves through you too, binding all things in invisible threads of care, holding all beings in the same tender regard. You are part of something magnificent, something that includes you completely, something that would be less without your unique presence, yet something that loves you whether you contribute or simply rest. The resonance becomes a lullaby now, soft and repetitive and deeply soothing, singing you into the arms of tomorrow, carrying you through the mystery of sleep, holding you in the space between waking and dreaming, where all possibilities exist. Your body releases another layer of holding, shoulders dropping away from ears, jaw unclenching, fingers loosening their grip on whatever they were holding. Even your toes relax, letting go of the day, letting go of the need to control, letting go of the idea that you need to be anywhere other than here. Here is perfect. Now is complete. You are exactly where you belong. In this moment of surrender, the resonance moves into your dreams now, continuing its gentle work in the theater of sleep, arranging experiences that serve your highest good, clearing pathways for insight and healing, preparing you for whatever comes next with wisdom and grace. There is nothing left to prepare, nothing left to fix or change or improve. You can rest completely now in the knowledge that you are cared for, protected by forces greater than your understanding, guided by love that never leaves. This peace is always here, whenever you need it. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked. The resonance doesn't ask anything of you. It simply offers itself again and again and again, whenever you're ready to receive, whenever you need to remember. That peace is your natural state. That stillness lives in the center of every storm. That love is the ground beneath all experience. That you are never truly lost, only temporarily forgetting how to find your way home. Home is right here, in the quiet between thoughts, in the space between heartbeats, in the pause that connects one breath to the next. You have arrived. You have always been here. You always will be. The resonance becomes prayer now, wordless and profound, offered by your being to itself, received by your soul with perfect understanding. There is no distance in this exchange, no hierarchy, no separation. Just the eternal dance of recognition, the part of you that knows, meeting the part of you that is known, in the temple of your own presence, sacred and unshakable, complete and utterly free. Feel how your connection to tomorrow is already secure, not because of anything you'll do, but because of the trust you're placing in the flow of life, the same force that brings flowers in spring, that guides birds on migration, that pulls rivers toward the sea, guides your steps too, whether you walk or rest, whether you know the path or wander in beautiful uncertainty. You cannot get lost in love. You cannot stray from grace. You are held in perfect safety. The resonance becomes gratitude now, rising from your heart like incense, thankful for this moment, thankful for this breath, thankful for the miracle of being, exactly as you are. There is nothing to earn, nothing to prove, nothing to achieve before you can rest. Rest is your birthright. Peace is your inheritance. Love is your true name. The resonance moves into silence now. Not empty silence, but full silence, pregnant with possibility, rich with unspoken truths, deep with the wisdom of ages, wide with the embrace of eternity. You don't need to hold onto anything, not even this peace. It carries you. It holds you. It flows through you, like the river that never stops moving, like the breath that never stops giving, like the love that never stops shining, even when clouds cover the sky, even when storms rage, even when you forget to look up. The light remains. The resonance becomes sleep now, gentle and complete, carrying you into the arms of tomorrow, into the mystery of dreams, into the certainty of love, safe and held and free. This peace is always here, whenever you need it. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket. Sleep now. Close your eyes. The story continues in dreams.